I need your help to make a documentary film. Everybody knows that we have corruption in various parts of our government, but I need to make this documentary so that you can see exactly how it works, so that you can know that there's proof, so that you can hear the proof, so you can see the proof, and so you can have it broken down and explained in a way that I've at least never seen it before. I think most people go through life knowing that corruption exists out of the corner of their eye, kind of trying to play by the rules and hoping that it doesn't catch them. And you can do that. Most people can get away with that and never really have to bother. But once you experience and stare corruption in the face and do it for yourself, you can't ignore it. When you have someone look you in the eye, do something that is outright corrupt, someone with an unlimited amount of power, and then look at you like, and what are you going to do about it? And then you go complain to the next level up, and they don't do anything about it. And then you go and complain to someone else who's supposed to be responsible for looking after the people that you're having problems with, and they mock you. And you go to the next level and they ignore you and they lie to you and they make excuses. And eventually, when you refuse to accept it any longer, then they target you. It happens. Most people don't fight that hard, so they don't have to ever find out. Most people will give up long before it gets to where I got. But I hope that if you will help me make this documentary, that you will not have any more doubt how far it goes. I have audio and video of court hearings, and I have transcripts of court hearings and depositions. I have a lot of evidence and emails and witnesses that show you, so that you will not have any question that what happened is corrupt. And because I fought this fight for so long, I don't think you'll have any doubt about how far it goes and how widespread it is. There were little things that happened to me over the course of this fight that I tried to put out of my mind and just tried to say, it's just coincidence. But there's only so many coincidences that can happen. And this film will help you tie those coincidences together. I will take you through my journey of how I explored those things that seemed coincidental or could have been coincidental to make sure that they weren't. How did I connect the dots? How did I put the pieces together? Because I needed to be sure. No one wants to believe this. People will look for an excuse and look for a reason to not accept that the system is totally corrupt from top to bottom, because that's overwhelming, and I get it. I'm overwhelmed by it, and I'm hoping that getting the story out and letting other people see it and having other people understand it and then choosing to do something about it or not, maybe not. But either way, I think it's important to know what we're dealing with in our system, to understand that yes, you can avoid it if you want to, but in most cases you can. But if you ever come up to a time where you cannot avoid it, then you can be prepared. You can be prepared. It's not a huge, wide, sweeping conspiracy. It's just individual people who block those ordinary, decent people who would probably not be corrupt, except for someone somewhere who says, nope, we can't let this happen. We can't let this person through this gate. And I'm not trying to be cryptic. I'm going to list in the description my case number, my website, so that you can start kind of reading what happened. But it's hard, it's stretched out over many years, and so it's hard to put all of those pieces together in a way that's meaningful. Making documentary films is not my area of expertise, so I hope that you will help me get this done. I think it's really important. I'm happy to answer any questions, address any concerns that anyone has, but kickstart me and let me get this done, and let me share it with the world so that people can decide, at least if they decide that they don't really want to do anything about it, which I don't think will happen, but if that does happen, at least they'll do that knowingly, because I know what it's like to be a crusader and to be an activist, and it's a consuming life. It doesn't give you much time for anything else, so I know it's not for everybody, which is why I want to put this into hopefully a 90-minute documentary that is compelling, that is something that you won't be able to take your eyes away from, and that when you get to the end, you will understand exactly what you're dealing with if you ever need to deal with it. So thank you for your support, and I look forward to updating you on how things are going.